be. This is a First Alert forecast.
Welcome back on this Monday afternoon here across central Louisiana. And those low-level clouds working their way across the state. Looking out from our first alert weather camera out in DeRidder there. Kind of see this cloud cover in the distance. And overall, very beautiful conditions out there across the board. Temperature-wise, not too bad. The Alexandria Airport, upper 50s right now, 59 degrees. Wind down the north at 6 miles per hour. Across the board in central Louisiana, down in DeRidder, they're at 60 degrees currently. Up the road in Leesville, 58. One of the cooler spots on the map, along with Natchez there. And the warmer spots have really been our northwestern parishes in general. Areas like Manny, Natchez, and Winfield, all 62 degrees, been the warmest on the map so far today. Service map wise, not a whole lot going on across the state of Louisiana as the high pressure continues to build in across much of the south in general, off towards Texas. And that'll be dominating our weather pattern pretty much for the next 7 even 10 days across the board. The area that brought our rain on Saturday is now moving off through Georgia and the Carolinas, bringing some heavy rain there, and a couple tornadoes across the Florida Panhandle and southern Georgia as well. For us, we got lucky with the severe weather for the most part. We had some damaging wind across the board, but other than that and some heavy rain, got a little bit lucky compared to other parts of the South in general. First, our southern radar, not dealing with a whole lot today, just this low level clouds working their way southward across the board. We'll be dealing with this pretty much sunny conditions. Once we get past 7, 8 p.m. this evening, got this nice northerly breeze there, and that continues to work its way across much of the area going into our morning hours. Winds will be relatively light in general for most of this week as the high pressure continues to work its way over Louisiana. The winds will be relatively calm across the board. And we're not going to deal with a whole lot on Tuesday either, other than the sunny and beautiful conditions out there. Something also we may have to make an eye on is going to the Red River in Alexandria. How much rain we picked up really across much of the south in general. A lot of that's going to start draining into the Red River over these next couple of days. We're up to our forecast, very up to 25 feet now. Usually we're sitting around this low 20s most of the time. But as we get towards the later half of this week, we're going to start cresting there around the 34 feet range, which is in the minor flood stage for the Red River in Alexandria. Something you may notice when you drive across the river is how high the waters will be, especially at the back half of this week. One of the reasons for that is how much rain we picked up. The last 7 days, areas near Alexandria up towards Grant Parish, almost 4 to 5 inches of rain over the last 7 days. The bulk of this coming what we saw on Saturday, including the areas out towards Vernon Parish. But big picture, one of the real reasons why is because how much rain they've seen in southern Arkansas. Areas have seen almost near a foot of rain, areas just south of Little Rock, and all of this drains into the Red River Basin. So all that ends up into the Red River at some point. That's why we're going to see that water continue to rise as most of that rain has to go somewhere, and that's going to be the Red River over the next couple of days. All that rain they picked up in Arkansas caused a lot of flash flooding issues across the board. But for us, the next 10 days, really tonight in general, we'll be dealing with those dry conditions. And it's 40 next. I mentioned tonight, next couple hours, we'll be dropping temperature-wise down to the mid-40s there by 1 a.m. Clear skies overnight tonight. Temperatures down to the low 40s in general. 41 across the board. Some areas a little bit cooler. Areas like Natchez could get into the upper 30s there. Overall, we're a little bit cooler than the average, which is 53 this time of year. Heading out the door tomorrow for your Tuesday, a cool start to your morning, but outside that, very wonderful day out there. 42, get to the afternoon though, 73 degrees, sunny conditions across the board, and highs in general we'll be dealing with, it's in the low 70s as well, just a little bit below the average of 76 this time of year. But if you're a fan of the warmer weather, you don't have to wait too much longer as we get towards Wednesday and Thursday, back up to the upper 70s and low 80s. And that same time frame, if you want the drier conditions to get some outdoor activities done, pretty much outside of Thursday night, we're dealing with dry conditions across the board, much different compared to the first week of we saw in April. The next 7 days are kind of a well-earned week for us in central Louisiana. Nice sunny conditions, a lot of outdoor activities got planned. It's just a week to do it. Temperature-wise, won't be too bad either.
Yeah, you know, you said about 4 inches of rain in the last week, but other parts of the country, it was a lot more.
It was a lot more. We got a little bit lucky here in central Louisiana. We still picked up a good amount of rain. Northern half of the state picked up as well, but areas like Arkansas and up towards Kentucky, they picked up a lot more than we did.
Wow. Thank you, Ian.
Thank you.
Well, those violent